spring cleaning day. It's a nice fall day and it's time to refresh the chickens' straw inside their run in their coop. Here with my 8-year-old daughter. She's the best chicken helper in the world. And one question that comes to mind today is a question I get a lot from people that don't have chickens but are curious about them. Do they actually help your garden? Do they actually help your lawn? The answer is a bit more complicated than that. If you want to get backyard chickens, it's not a yes or no type answer because it's both. So if you want to free range your chickens in your backyard, there's some pros and there's some cons. So let's start with your lawn. So as you can see, my girls are over here right now. Chickens' natural instinct is to paw at the ground with their feet and look for worms and grubs and all sorts of stuff. Now this will tear apart your grass. They will find spots that they really like to do that on, and you will get bare spots in your lawn. At the same time, they are eating things like grubs, which can attract voles and moles. Chickens eat ticks. They eat mosquitoes. So there is some benefit to having chickens free range in your backyard. So if you free range your chickens, they're gonna have much darker yolks when they do lay, which are gonna be a more nutritious egg because they have a more varied diet. So here's an area right by my fire pit that the chickens love to take their dirt baths in. Now it just rained a bunch last night, so they're not really making holes today, but we had a bonfire earlier this year and just a little bit of the area around the brick got singed. Well, the chickens kind of took it and ran with it, and they will dig like bowl-shaped holes in the ground, and that's where they take a lot of their dirt baths from. So we could reseed it, but chickens will probably eat the grass seed. At this point, it is late September, and it's probably just going to have to be next spring before we do anything about it. Well, the negative, if you want to free range your chicken, is you aren't able to use any fertilizer or herbicides on your lawn, as that will make them sick and possibly kill them. Those are poisonous to chickens. So you end up with some really weird weeds. Case in point number 1. Case in point number 2. Sorry, you're going to end up having to pull them by hand, or you're going to have to sequester your chickens for several weeks while the fertilizer and or herbicide does its thing until you have enough rain to wash it away and all that poison goes away so they don't eat it inadvertently. So that's lawns. On to gardens. It's kind of a yes or no answer in here too. So as you can see, or as you might be able to see, I actually use their old straw bedding and chicken poop in the garden here. And it makes an okay weed block. There are some weeds going on in here. But what it does best is it holds in the moisture in and around these plants. So if it's really hot and dry out, if I water it or if it rains, that moisture is going to get held in a lot more longer and my plants won't dry out. Also, the chicken poop is an excellent fertilizer. But while your plants are young and little, you're probably not going to want your chickens to go into your garden. You're going to want to put some kind of fencing up because they will destroy any plants that are trying to grow. Now, it's late fall. My garden's kind of taken over. I am letting my chickens in my garden now because my tomato plants are so big, there's nothing they could possibly do to kill them. And they till up the ground. They love hanging out in the garden looking for worms and other bugs. And after I rip all the plants out in the late fall, I let the chickens hang out in here because they help till up the earth. And I do that in the spring as well. So I don't have to really do any kind of tilling because the chickens are all doing it for me. But yes, while you're trying to grow things, you may want to keep them out of here because there is the chance that they could eat your plants before you get to eat them. And then there's this clown. And then there's this clown who is 11 months old today. Oh, girl, what are we going to do for your first birthday, huh? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is my 8-year-old daughter. Her main job is to wrangle the chickens, and she does an excellent job. Her duties include making sure that their water and food is filled every day, and she also likes to spend a lot of time with them in the garden. My 7-year-old son, Max, he's the bulldog wrangler of the house, so the chores are evenly distributed. But Ken's and Parm over here, they share a special bond because they're both wacky, right? Is Parm your favorite chicken? Why is Parm your favorite chicken?
She's hilarious. She has fuzzy cheeks. She has different kinds of eggs. Sometimes it's turquoise, sometimes olive, sometimes green, or a minty green. And she always she's just my BFF. Close friends. We like to spend time with each other. I give her lots of pets, teach her how to be the friendliest chicken, and she just gets into funny mischief. I teach her not to peck. She only accidentally pecks me only if it's treats. Yeah. Scratch, mulberries, berries, strawberries, blackberries, tomatoes, leftovers, dinners, or lunch, or breakfasts.
Yeah, she can't help herself around food. And who can blame her, right? Chickens turned woodpeckers. So hopefully that gives you an idea for the pluses and minuses of free-ranging backyard chickens. I got to get to work. They need some fresh straw in their run in their coop. Pot's laying an egg in the coop right now. I'm going to give her a few minutes, but I'm going to get started on this run before the rain comes again. Hey guys, like, share, and subscribe if you like what you hear. If you want to learn more about backyard chickens or rowdy Old English Bulldogs, stay tuned for more. Thanks, guys.